It's a real honor to be here, pleasure to be here in front of all of you, talking about actually a very interesting topic, which is connectivity to content. So hopefully we get a chance to not only shed some light on how we at Vodafoneidea think about this, but hopefully we get a chance to also hear from some of our other speakers and panelists on how they believe in different parts of the value chain. So let me start talking a little bit more about initially what is connectivity. So in some ways, connectivity has become an inseparable part of our life. It is a gateway to fulfilling so many myriads of things just by being a click away. And for most of us, unlocking that connectivity happens through our smartphones. This is the way we connect with our family. This is the way we connect with our friends. This is the way we connect with any business that we interact with. So smartphones are the key to unlocking that. Now, then you think about it, once you unlock the smartphone, this is the way we check our bank balances. This is the way we connect with social networks. This is the way we watch social videos, making video calls, reading news, playing games, taking photos, and even making videos as we do every day. And this can go on and on and on, and all the things that we are able to do. In some ways, actually, our connectivity defines who we are. So if you think about it, the first time you meet somebody that you don't know, what do you do first? You go check out their profile that they've created on either social networks or LinkedIn and so on and so forth. That's the way you get to know them. So in some ways, using the connectivity that you have used to create your profile is the way in which people get to know you even now in this stage. So connectivity is central and essential. So if you think about connectivity and then you say, well, how are people using this connectivity in terms of content, if you think about it globally? Now, there are many, many interesting use cases that have come up. Now, in a global survey, what we found was that actually, surprisingly, some of the interesting things that people are doing with these are, for example, monitoring their fitness. That takes the top spot at 24%. So you can imagine that this is something on people's mind, that they're using it the most. Now, as streaming has become the popular form for watching videos and listening to music, certainly controlling the speakers through your smartphones, even things like how do I cast my video onto my TV set has become very, very popular. How do you actually control TV using your phones as remote controls to control your TV has become very, very popular as well. And then in many societies where health consciousness and fitness is a very big deal, actually you see that more and more people are using, even thinking about how many calories they're intaking becomes a big part of their daily life. So it's everything. Now, then what are we doing about it? What are we as service providers doing about this? So if I look at Vodafone globally, we are tapping into all these adjacencies based on the consumer behavior that we are seeing. So some examples that we can give is, we are the global IoT leaders, both for business as well as for consumer solutions. In entertainment, we have created partnerships with likes of Spotify, Netflix, Sky Sports, etc. Even on career options, what are people doing for exploring their careers? Collaboration with Future Job Finder and their sites. Gaming, which is huge. Vodafone has launched Vodafone ESL, which is a leading platform for esports, where we see a lot of traction and a lot of things that are taking place. And it's not just Vodafone, all the telcos are doing it as well. So if we think about, Orange has launched a bank in France, T-Mobile has launched a cybersecurity insurance product in Austria, BT acquired exclusive sports broadcast rights, AT&T has had a rich content ecosystem, and Deutsche Telekom curates musical experiences. So telcos are doing a lot of things, interesting things globally. Now then we come to India. What's happening in India? Of course, India is the largest data market, as we know. In many ways, we are using our data for doing many, many things and interesting content. But we tend to be a little bit different in India here than the rest of the globe. And some of the things that we are seeing, based on the surveys that have been done, is Indians spend 17 hours a week on social media, 17 hours a week. This is highest in the world anywhere. 60 plus minutes spent on gaming, approximately 60 minutes spent on shopping, 52 minutes spent on watching video, out of which entertainment is about 30%. And then you can look at news, beauty, fitness, food and drinks, all of these categories growing exponentially. And then things like education, networking, career upgrades, finance, travel, relationships, are all the other use cases that are showing great promise and increasing as we speak as well. Now it's possible in India, with a consumption of 10 gigabytes per month, where just about half the mobile industry is actually using actively data, we could just be seeing the tip of the iceberg. Because this may just be the start with what can come in the future. So with that in mind in India, what are we doing in Vodafoneidea with that experience and with that change that we are seeing? So we have already evolved from we have evolved in customer expectations, but we are evolving as a business to become more from a communication service provider to a digital service provider. What that means is that we build relationships with many entertainment companies, rich partnerships for OTT content, not only in English, Hindi, but also in many, many vernacular languages. Relationships with companies like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Z5, Sony Live, Sun Next, Hoichoi, Shimaru, and so on and so on and so forth, many, many more. Also, our leadership, global leadership in IoT continues here in India. We are the IoT leader in India as well in the enterprise business. I'm sure you also had a chance to look at some of the pioneer work that we're doing in consumer IoT, which is available at the booth if you'd like to go see. Also, we are enabling small businesses to embrace digital with Tech Shashram, which is our partnership with the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises and CII. Also, we are offering financial access to customer base with no credit history through our relationship with Home Credit. So in conclusion, what I'd like to say is that at VIL, we are committed to catering to the evolving needs of our customers. Our exciting journey from a technology company to a technology for customer needs is progressing well. With millions of more possibilities to come, more opportunities to come, I think more and more of these things will define our future. And then the agility that we show in making some of these use cases more real and alive and actually will lead to a brilliant experience for our customers. And I look forward to doing that with all of you. Thank you very much.